Hello everyone! This video will give you a clear idea of what the TOEFL and IELTS exams are about. Hopefully, after you watch the video, you'll be able to come to your own conclusions about which exam you should take. Let's start with the different versions of each exam. TOEFL only has one version, which is TOEFL IBT, while the IELTS has two versions, academic and general. The TOEFL IBT is an exam of academic English, and it is comparable with the IELTS academic version. While the TOEFL IBT is computer-based, the IELTS, both academic and general, are paper-based. Now let's go with the length of each exam. TOEFL is about 4 hours long, while the IELTS is a bit shorter, is 2 hours and 45 minutes long. Both exams have 4 sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. For the reading, in TOEFL you have 60 to 100 minutes, while in IELTS you have 60 minutes. For the listening section, you have 40 to 60 minutes in TOEFL and 30 minutes in IELTS. For the speaking section, you get 6 minutes in TOEFL and 11 to 14 minutes in IELTS. And finally, the writing section, you get 50 minutes in TOEFL and 60 minutes in IELTS. Let's start with the reading section. In TOEFL, you can get from 3 to 5 passages. You have 20 minutes to read and answer the questions about each passage, and all of the passages have the same level of difficulty. In this section, you get multiple choice questions, completing charts, and adding sentences questions. In IELTS, the reading section is easier in the general version than in the academic one. In both exams, you always get 3 passages, and you have 20 minutes to read and answer the questions about each one of them. The reading section in IELTS starts with an easy passage, and it gets more difficult by the 3rd passage. You can get different types of questions, such as multiple choice questions or writing the answers. Remember that spelling matters in IELTS. Take that into account. Concerning the listening section in both exams, in TOEFL, North American English is tested. It consists of conversations or lectures. You have to listen to a conversation or lecture, you can take notes, and then you see the questions you have to answer. All of them are multiple choice. In IELTS, British English is tested. In this section, you listen, but you have to write the answers as you go along. Remember how important spelling is in this exam. You find different types of questions, such as matching, filling charts, or filling the blanks. Regarding the speaking section, in the TOEFL, it consists of you sitting with the computer with a microphone and headphones. You should record your answers to 6 different tasks. You have from 45 seconds to 1 minute to answer each one of the tasks. In the IELTS, on the other hand, you have to sit with an examiner, and the exam has 3 parts. First, you are asked general questions about your family or your studies. Then you're given a card with a task. You have to talk about it for about 2 minutes. Finally, for the 3rd part of the speaking section, you have kind of a discussion with the examiner about a certain topic. Finally, the writing section. In both exams, you have 2 writing tasks. The first task for the TOEFL exam is a 5-paragraph essay of 300 to 350 words. For the IELTS, the first task is to write an essay of 4 or 5 paragraphs. You have to write from 200 to 250 words. The second task in TOEFL is an integrated task. First, you read a short passage, then you listen to a lecture, and then you have to write about 150 to 225 words according to what you've read and listened. In the second task, for the IELTS General, you have to write a letter. You have 20 minutes to do it. For the IELTS Academic, you're given a table, a chart, or a graph, which you have to describe. Some specific vocabulary is needed for this task. The writing task in TOEFL is all written in computer. It means you're typing all the time, while in IELTS you handwrite your essay. Choose the one you feel more comfortable with. Students choose the IELTS or the TOEFL for a variety of reasons. It's up to you, but try to explore all the resources provided in this course, and if you have any questions about the exams, please let us know in the forums.